Hello everyone, welcome to the development journey of use cases. I hope you're all doing well. Today's video is all about how to develop a React.js application for a company's intranet in 4 hours. In today's modern world, companies and organizations need to store their data and information, which makes it challenging for employees to access documents. Users may experience issues with making the information inaccessible. By creating a company's intranet, React web application using a Figma design, Freshteam API, and Supabase integration, DhiWise solves this problem in just hours. The company intranet is a potent virtual workspace that may be used to manage teams and connect employees with the visual diagram of the internal structure. This is my Figma design. I'm going to use this design to build my application in DhiWise. The most amazing thing is, DhiWise would just take this Figma design as an input and generate the entire code for you. How useful is that, right? Saving our time, cost, and lots of coding efforts. So, without wasting my time, I'll just copy this link and switch over to DhiWise. To create a new application, I'll click here, Create New App. Since I want to create a React.js application, I'll select Web. Let's give a suitable application name. Select technology as React Web App. Design platform as Figma. I'll paste my Figma URL here and create new app. This will create a new React.js web application for us. The amazing part is, DhiWise gives us the flexibility to select the number of Figmas that we require. I require both of them. So I'll select all the screens and click Submit. This may take a couple of minutes to fetch all our Figma designs and convert that into code. DhiWise will generate reusable components and the best coding structure for us. Let's wait for a while and see what happens. As you can see, DhiWise has automatically detected all the UI components and set up the actions as you have given in your Figma. Let's click on Let's Start and move further. These are all my Figma pages. I'll integrate my APIs along with these pages. Now let's talk about the Freshteam API, which is provided by Freshworks. Freshteam APIs are used for synchronizing the team member directory and can be maintained in Freshteam with any HR tool. For reference to Freshteam API, the description is in the link below. Now let's check how to implement this with DhiWise. First, import the CURL of the API. Now check this API in the API runner. And now the process will begin. Let's now see how to integrate an API in the lifecycle method. Go to Lifecycle Action. DhiWise supports integrating an API on the onMount lifecycle event. So, select API integration. Now, this API integration is a 3-step API integration. The first step allows you to select your API and then handle the request. If it is not required, let's switch to the next step to handle the response. Let's select the response key. Let's select view from the type and select the entire list. Again, let's select the response key. Say that I want to bind my first name. So, I'll select view. Similarly, you can integrate all the desired keys that you want with the view. As you can see, all my keys have been integrated Let's click on Next to proceed further. Step 3 is all about handling the actions that can be performed on success and error. I don't require to perform any actions on success or error, so I'll finish my API integration by clicking on the Submit button. As you can see, my operation is successfully executed and my API is successfully integrated. To integrate and insert API, on the click of this button, I will do Supabase integration. The question is, what is Supabase? Supabase is a free and an open source database that is considered one of the most stable and advanced database. Supabase provides a RESTful API using Postgres. This is a very thin API layer on the top of Postgres. It provides everything that you need. As you can see, I have created an employee list table that contains all the employee details. I am using this table for inserting the record. For this, I have used a Supabase API, as you can see here. This API for the insertion. I have used bulk insert, that is insert many rows API. I'll integrate this API on the click of Sync All Employees button. So, to integrate an API, I'll first select Create Action, select API integration from these actions. Now, I'll select my API. I have finished handling my request. Now I'll move towards step 2. As this API does not require handling any response, I'll now move to step 3. In step 3, I'll handle the success and failure events. On success, I want to display a message that is show alert to the user regarding successful insertion. Now I'll display a message on error. Select show alert and enter your error message. Click save to proceed further. Now that I have finished handling the actions, I'll click submit. As you can see, our API is successfully integrated. As you can see, DhiWise has detected this component as a column component. Now, let's change this column component to chart component. Select change component. Now, select the chart component. I'll select bar chart. Here, from these libraries, I'll select recharts and click on submit. So, our component is converted into a chart component successfully. Now, we can integrate the API in the same manner as we have seen earlier. So, I've integrated an API on this chart component. Let's now build the application by clicking on Build App. We will get the source code that is generated by DhiWise. This will take a couple of minutes to build your application. So, this code is not generated within minutes but within seconds. How wonderful that is! As you can see, we have got our generated code and all the instructions in the README file regarding how to run this. So now, I'll push my code to GitHub. Therefore, I'll click Select Git Repository and select my repository. If you don't have an empty repository, then create one and then you can select it from here. Now, I'll push to GitHub. Therefore, I'll select Commit from here. As you can see, our code is committed to a Git repository. Now, I can even deploy this on Vercel to see the preview. Enter a Vercel token over here. I've already generated it and therefore I've entered it over here. This is building up my Vercel demo. As you can see, this is deployed on Vercel and this is a preview of the application that we have built. Here, this is the dashboard. All these charts are showing data, and these data are coming from the APIs that we have integrated. Employee list shows the details of all the employees. These details, they are displayed using Freshteam APIs, and we've used Supabase APIs to insert them into Supabase. This is the dashboard for capabilities. All the employees can come here and add their capabilities depending upon their strengths and weakness. So, to add the capability, click on Edit, enter all the data, After entering all the data, I'll click on Save to proceed further. As you can see, the capability is added. I can also search from here by entering the name. So, on entering the name, my result is filtered accordingly. I have cloned my Git repository over here in the Visual Studio Code. Let's now start exploring the code that DhiWise has generated. Let's first see what package.json has. So package.json has all the packages that DhiWise uses. Let's now see what route.js has. Route.js specifies the routes of all the web pages that we have in our application. It has the default page also. You can even set the default route from here. Thereafter, let's have a look at what pages have. Pages has all those pages that we have imported while selecting the pages to import the Figma. Let's now have a look. These are my import statements. If you wish to add any new manual coding, then you can write your import thing over here. Then we have all the APIs defined over here. If you wish to call any API, you can add it over here. Thereafter, we have the coding of the entire UI for React.js. Here comes the bar chart and the pie chart coding. So this is my coding for pie chart. Here is my scatter chart. It has x-axis and y-axis, and we have a key that is defined. On the basis of this key, the entire plotting is done. Let's now have a look at API.js, which is located in service folder. This API.js contains the API calls. Let's now see how to run the application. To run the application, let's go to the terminal and first install the packages using npm i. npm will install all the required dependencies and packages to run the application. Once these packages are installed, we can run the application using npm start command. So that's all about how I built Company's Intranet with DhiWise, saving my lots of time and energy.